July 22. It started raining very heavily and we were supposed to go for the scape on that particular day. Some of you who might be familiar with Kolkata, where we are based out of, must be knowing that navigating within the city during rains becomes quite a challenging task. But thanks to the old war horse that we have, that's a yellow cab, the iconic yellow cab of Kolkata, Ambassador. Okay. We managed to get all the material that was needed safely to the location, to the house of the client. As you start this kind of big setups, before you start actually, it's very important that you check whether you have got all the items that is necessary. And that's what we did, because it shouldn't be the case that you start and you realize that something that you need is not there with you. Okay. This scape, we had created a pretty elaborate arrangement of driftwood, because we wanted to create that natural atmosphere of the discus, right, with driftwood. And that was the most important activity that we had to complete, okay, joining all the wood. But, whenever you try to create such an intricate arrangement, it's important that you do a mock-up. Right, so that's what we did some time back in our office in the main reports gallery. We did a complete mock-up with all the wood. We selected the wood, we placed them together temporarily, tied them. We even identified the places where we are going to drill, tie, glue, whatever. But end of the day, when you are at the client place, you have to actually do the work. Okay, and you have to do the actual joining, and that was quite an elaborate exercise. Okay, I have published a video quite recently. You may decide to check it out, which actually describes how to join very big pieces of wood. Okay, with the drilling and joining done, we proceeded with placing the wood. As you place the wood, it's important to check it with the mock-up that you have created, so that you get it just right. The other important thing is that you must cover the glass surface with some towel, so that even if you accidentally bang the glass with the wood or the rock, it should not cause much damage. As we proceeded with the hard work, the young son of our client provided us with much relief. It was really amusing to see the antics and the curiosity of this young kid as we proceeded with our work. Finally, the wood was in place, and we are ready to start with the next steps. The next step was to add the additives, and the stable ones that we use are from ADA, Clear Super, Bacter 100 and Tourmaline BC. While Clear Super is fine-grained activated charcoal, Bacter 100 is a unique product. It provides 100 different types of beneficial bacteria, and it helps to kickstart the ecosystem within the sterile environment of the aquarium. Tourmaline BC is a crystal which helps plants easily absorb nutrients. With the additives added, the next step was to put in the PowerSand. PowerSand, as you might be knowing, is premise stone with lots of pores, microscopic pores, which helps bacteria colonize. PowerSand also has added humus and peat, additional nutrient for the plants. But in this case, we didn't rely on the peat and humus alone in the PowerSand. We also added something called ADA Bottom Plus. Bottom Plus are nutrient-rich sticks, as we are planning to use rooted plants which needs a lot of iron, like Echinodorus and Cryptocorynes. So we decided to add a lot of Bottom Plus on the PowerSand before we proceeded to add soil. For soil, in most of our aquarium, we use the gold standard of aquarium soil, that is ADA Amazonia. In this case, it was Amazonia version 2 that we used. We had also planned to use a lot of cosmetic sand, and the wood structure was supposed to act as a barrier between the wood and the sand. And in order to ensure that the soil doesn't come out on the sand, so we blocked the gaps between the wood and the rock with some wool. After plugging the gap between the wood and the rock with the wool to ensure that the soil doesn't come out, it was time to put in the La Plata sand. In planted discus tank, it's very important to have a lot of open spaces, and it makes a lot of sense to cover those white spaces with white sand like La Plata. It actually serves many purposes, one of them being to bring out the color of the discus. For lights, we used a ONF flat one. The slick design of these lights actually complemented the aquarium and the overall design a lot. For filters, we used ES1200 filter from ADA. I know I'll be doing a complete video as the last part of this series where I will cover all the equipment details. So that's all, and then we proceeded to add water to the tank. The RO system was still not operational, so we had to use bottled water. That's it, my friend. I hope, friends and viewers, that you like this video, the second part in the 3-part series of how to set up a planted discus tank. In the last and the concluding part, I'll be covering all the equipments used in details. So if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing to our channel Ripples Nature Inspired Aquarium and hit the like button. That would continue to encourage us and make more such videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.